This title, Trails to Rails 1875 to 1918, is related to environment behavior research, where observing physical traces in Amman is the main topic of story number 14. Best data collected when people are not present. To draw a 2-kilometer, 40-minute footpath from Amman Roman Theatre to its ferroduct. Be advised and note that the Roman theatre faces north, while downstream is in the east. Anyway, in the newly established settlement of Amman 1900 picture, my attention was attracted as I observed this physical trace in front of the Roman theatre leading south. In an attempt to fulfill my curiosity, here is what I found. Before the arrival of the new settlers in 1878, there was hardly any permanent trail in the area. However, the topography is clear where the yellow line shows a shallow gully. Following these natural contours of the landscape, a footpath was established as early as 1800. It was used by local Bedouin tribes in their movement between their camps and the available green pastures. The numerous thin paths are evidence of herding sheep and goats on the banks of the stream of Amman. The new settlers of Amman, at a time travel by foot was the means of transport in 1880, adopted the same path linking the newly formed settlement with its adjacent areas. Within few years, this footpath seems to have been used frequently by masses of people, more than any other path in the village before 1900. The hypothesis comes with a possibility that it leads to a newly established site of high importance. Let's see. The new settlement in Amman was founded on the remains of the old one, but with a different social and political character, where the first wave of settlers, some 200 people, formed the basis of military labor force society. The first settlers, 1875 to 1900. A 950-meter footpath with 17% slope was traced from a point 750 meters above sea level in front of the Roman Theatre to a point 900 meters above sea level. By now, physical trace evidence is a visible mark of some past event or occurrence starting in 1900. What is the past event or occurrence that started in 1900 and left a very clear visible mark a few years later? Trail going uphill from the Roman Theatre to Jabal Attaj. 950 meters at a slope of 17%. Amman in 1918. Trail going down from Jabal Attaj to Wadi al-Yarmouk. $950 uphill at a slope of 17%. 900 meters downhill at a slope of 14%. 1.85 kilometers in 30 minutes on foot. This 1953 aerial view explains the purpose of the trail. $950 meters uphill at a slope of 17%. 900 meters downhill at a slope of 14%. 1.85 kilometers in 30 minutes on foot. $900 meters downhill at a slope of 14%. As we zoom in the 1953 boundaries of Amman, we can see the difficult mountain terrain, which involved the bridging of the winding railway, and incredibly large curve where long trains can be in the form of a semicircle. As trail reaches Wadi al-Yarmouk, it turns south then east for 900 meters to reach the ferroduct under construction. Where a camp was erected in 1900 to serve the construction activities of the Ottoman Railway. Military and construction camp at 850 meters above sea level. at a time when railways were experiencing a building boom in the Ottoman Empire. This line had been suggested in 1864 to relieve the suffering of the pilgrims on their journey to Mecca. The creation of a railway between Damascus and Mecca began with its military advisors who surveyed the region in 1870s. Mecca line was started in 1900 at the behest of the Ottoman Sultan Abdul Hamid II and was built largely by the Ottomans, with German advice and support. The main line traversed 1,320 kilometers of difficult country, was completed in 8 years. Labor was certainly the largest obstacle in the construction of the railway, especially in the remote areas the railway would be reaching. A more novel solution was put to use. The settlement of immigrants into these areas, one of which Amman, was organized by the 1860 Immigrants Commission. These immigrants were legally obliged to lend their hands to the construction. As the rail line traversed treacherous terrain, many bridges and overpasses had to be built. Since access to concrete was limited, many of these overpasses were made of carved stone and stand to this day. With their mission previously set and an excellent land survey, the shortest route to the railway construction site was benchmarked, making the hypothesis which came with a possibility that this trail leads to a newly established site of high importance true. As the new settlers were provided with the survey analysis, the features of Amman, the location of the train station and the railway, it was very easy to look for the least effort route leading to the construction site and its camp. The trail in 1990, 2.6 kilometers to the ferroduct in 40 minutes on foot. 1.9 kilometers uphill and down in 30 minutes on foot. $950 uphill at a slope of 17%. 900 meters downhill at a slope of 14%. Roman theater to ferroduct in a 40-minute walk. As trails follow topography and shortest distance, they shape the street network with its alleys and stairways. As well as land subdivisions and parcellation. This is one of many examples where combined trails and topography shape the form of Amman. To give Amman a unique pattern.